What up? What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Tuesday afternoon to all of you. Thank you for watching Sportsbook Review. This is Betting with the Bag. Bang. Big show today. We have Drew Martin joining us in 29 minutes. We have a 15-game slate in Major League Baseball. Also, I just added 2 bets on my NFL card. And speaking of baseball, I didn't follow through with a couple of the bets or plays I made on the early show. Baltimore was minus 105 first 5 at my book. I need that plus line if I'm going to take the Orioles on the road against the Jays. So I got plus 113 on the show. I'm not going to go bet minus 105. That's just not going to happen. So the only thing I did make a move on was that under 8.5. We're going to go over each and every one of these games, 8.5 in the Reds-Brewers game. We're going to go over market moves. We're going to go over all that stuff. But I do want you guys to know a couple of the moves that I have already made in NFL. Shout out all the cappers in the chat. DX Filer, first in the chat. Great hustle. DX Filer left our... DX Filer, where I wonder where DX Filer lives, because he needed to get some rest late in the early show and said, don't worry, I'll be there for the late show. And there he is, DX Filer, my guy. Jonathan Succi in the house. Man, you know, we have a lot of students who are incredible cappers, and they have their student workload, but they also cap with us. Succi, my guy, Jonathan Succi, one of those guys. Thank you, Succi, my guy, for everything that you do. Vinny Cornell says, Jimmy show last night, this morning, the Audible, now the late show. When do you sleep? The issue isn't the shows. The issue is the prep. I guess the late show yesterday, the KCast show was a lot of fun, the live betting show. And, you know, we were having some drinks and relaxing. So that was more fun than work. But then getting up this morning at 4:45 was tough, man. I was not in good spirits at 4:45 this morning. But thank you for caring, my guy, Vinny Cornell. We got Deer Slayer Ski, we got Jay Scum. Omar J. Legend says Red Sox all day. You know, it's funny you say that. I almost made that move. And I didn't. Maybe it's a move that I should take. TJ Parks in the house at Aces and over parlay. I got scared. Latin Picks, the F's in the house. We got Latin Picks. Love it. Latin Picks ready to get to work. We got AM ready to go. Brendan Cruz, the main man, my main man, Lizo, popping it up in the chat. Edenchilla? Is that right? Says Aces lose today. You know, the whole chat, and I understood why they were on the Aces. And I almost made the move on the Aces. And then we have Ski, Profit, and Jay Money on the Mystics, and that's enough for me just to sit back and do nothing, basically. Jay Garcon in the house. There's Jay Money in the house. DX5 says, I live in Rhode Island, but I'm not there much. I travel. Much love to you, DX5. We got Kevin Garrett's got that team total under last night. What a stressor. Made 1.5 units. Great job. Yeah, it was not. None of my picks are easy right now. Ty Clinton says, it's a Mystics worth laying few units on. That's tough. Colv Coleone. Got my guy Colv in the house. Gio Mercedes. DJ Big Boss. Brandon Lugo. My guys. Trey Hicks. Nasty Nate. Silver Malco. Nice to see Silver back in action. Love that. At Young Chillian there. Said, Jimmy, you betting NHL preseason? No, I'm not. I'm not. But I have a plan for NHL. And I really think with how Gin Rummy is... You know, Jim Rummy, we talk about Jim Rummy being like our father in the chat. You know, he demands fiscal responsibility and to be sharp and smart around the market. And here's a professional handicapper who is in our chat every single day, and it means the world to me that he is. I really think if I use some of his influences into my NHL capping, because I was going over my numbers, they're the same every year. Every year I end up between 22 and 28 units up in NHL. Every single year. Every single year I have one spot that crushes me. 2 years ago when I first came down here, it was the playoffs that destroyed me. Last year, it was the futures. I lost 11 units on futures. So I really think I can get to that 50 units. And then once you get to 50, you got to go for hundo. So I'm excited. But no, I'm not taking and doing any preseason. That's Fanny Pack Gangsta in the house. Says Tail, the wonderful capper, Red Girl. She's been killing it. Yeah, we love Red Girl very much. Trey Hicks, ready to go. We got 400. We got Adam Miller, says Mystics with the over. GT Randy says Mystics by 30. Man, there's Shadow, Flick My Bick, What a great, great group, man. I am very thankful and fortunate to roll with you guys. Brian M says Flames -1.5. Anthony L says, hey, Jimmy, Flash's pick on Southampton as play of the day last night was an easy 4-0 winner. Yeah, I was watching him watch that. I was watching him watch it. It was 2-0 early. Great job, L. Great job as a team. 400 says Aces get it done tonight, man. Gio Mercedes says, Jimmy over 2.5 wins tonight. Got that blood plus 120. Let's cash. I like it. You Chang, you in the house. Brian M, Flame stack lineup today. Okay, let's get to work. And there's Deer Slayer Ski saying, great call on the under 3.5 in the Barcelona game. Yeah, you guys working together, catching together, eating together. Okay, quickly, I want to talk about 2 plays that I've locked in NFL, and there's more to come. I locked in the under 44.5, -114 in Chargers Dolphins. Under 44.5, locked in. And then I locked in the over 53.5 in Chiefs Lions. Over 53.5, locked in. I also expect to make a play on the Chiefs first half. I also am very interested in the under in the Patriots-Bills game. So lots of work to do still on the NFL card, and I've put myself into quite a hole. So I need to start winning. Silver Malco says, can't wait for NHL season next week. My Vancouver Canucks look good this year. Silver Malco, they're our Vancouver Canucks, and I don't have faith in them. I don't believe in them. Okay, let's get to work right now. So those are the 2 plays I locked in NFL. Let's start hammering this card and go over what happened with me in MLB. So first off, stayed off the Phillies Nationals. Now, I got this Orioles. Oh, that's tomorrow. That's September 23rd. What the hell am I doing? It's September 24th. Where's my... here we go. Okay. I stayed off the Phillies Nationals spot. Shout out to Shaquille Bell. Cole Coleon says, love that hat, Jimmy, taking the Saints over the Cowboys. I'm very close to doing that, Cole Coleon. Remo says, which total do you like more, Jimmy? At 53.5, I like the Chiefs Lions over. That's going to be my 2-unit play, but I think it's probably going to be 54 once I put it into the contest. But I did, and I haven't even bet it yet. These are just plays that I made on the show, and I didn't have time in between shows. So but yeah, 53.5 Lions, Chiefs, going to be they're going to be putting... We saw the Lions put up points against a stout Phillies defense in Philadelphia. They can put up points against the Chiefs, and we know what the Chiefs do. They put up points. Stephen Chamberlain, my guy, says, Yu Cheng Yu says, Jimmy, we talk about WNBA. Yes, and we're going to have time to do it because Drew Martin's joining us in 22 minutes, and then we're going to talk a little college football, and he's going to bounce, and we're going to finish off the show on WNBA. So absolutely. And Taco Schofield says, I need a birthday pick. Happy birthday, Taco Schofield. Well, if you need one for tonight... Let's see what we can do. We'll take a look at things. But if you need one, just a birthday pick, I'd take that over in Detroit. There's SBR Forum says, hey all, let's get that cash. Speaking of the SBR Forum joining us, don't forget the $50,000 contest. You could join right now, and still win all of our get your weekly prizes. We're giving out $1,600 every week. And I'm going to throw the link in right now. Our $50,000 Pick 6 contest. And don't forget, we have a live Pick 6 show. Tomorrow night, Wednesday evening, with my guy, DJ Big Boss. My guy, Big Ragu, the boss in the sauce. Junior says, what do you think about the under in the Eagles-Packers game? It does concern me, the Thursday night unders. In fact, I did have a bit of a feel. I kind of like that over. I was interested in that over, and I'm not going to do it, I don't think. We've seen this go down, right? So this total opened up at 47.5, now down to 45.5. I talked about liking the over. If you check out the Audible, it's our first game that we break down and was talked off of it. Dear Slayer says, we need the Pick 6 girls live, Jimmy. We do. We absolutely do, and I will work on that with pleasure. I will work on that. Larry Savage says Pirates moneyline birthday pick. Wow. Brendan Cruz says Twins Indians parlay. We like the Indians. Okay, let's start going through this. There's Red Girl in the house. Love seeing Red Girl join us. Okay, let's go. Alex Ramirez here as well. DX5 says Cleveland first 5 minus a half at -160 is what I'm on. Line probably more now, but Clevenger's on fire. That was another bet I made on the show at -160, but I did not bet at -180. I'm not going to take it first 5 minus a half at -180. I thought the -160 was sort of the limit there. If I could have got -165, I might have, but that's what up. Juan Moreno now says, my play, Washington first half -2. You know, I like that look, Juan Moreno. I like that look. Okay, let's get to work. Twins, Tigers. We already know that our very own Aunt L, who's been eaten in MLB all year long, is on the Tigers money line. Excuse me. is on the Tigers money line. Let's take a look at what happened in that spot. We're going to go to money lines and totals here at the sportsbookreview.com at the SBR odds page. It opened at minus 220. It's now minus 229. Just a 9-cent move towards the Twinkies. This total was juiced to the over. It's now juiced to the under 9.5. Both plays I am staying off. 76 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 8 miles per hour, sideways out to left field. Red Girls on St. Louis first 5, Cubs first 5, and the Red Sox first 5. I like that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Going to copy and paste that for Red Girl. There we go. Copy and paste. And sorry, did I say Tigers money line? I meant Twins money line, right? Sorry, my fault. A lot of shows there. I'm a little loopy today, but I got the coffee in me. Mick like in the Giants -3 first Redskins. Jones look good. I'm watching that total so closely because I want to take the under. I just think there's a recency bias going on with Daniel Jones right now. Let's just quickly take a look at what's going on with that total here, if anything's changed. Here we go in that Giants. It's at 49.5 at Heritage, and it's gone to -111 at Pinnacle. So nothing has changed at this point. Yes, if I see a 50, I'm gonna take that under. I think there's a bias going on with Daniel Jones, and now you're going to be able to prepare for that offense without Saquon. I think it's going to look good. So our very own Aunt Elle is on the Twinkies money line. Sorry, saying Tigers wasn't the Twinkies money line. Got it at -220. It's now at -229, and I'm not making a move. But why don't we take a look at what we are dealing with lineup-wise for all these games? Again, we're going to be joined in 18 minutes by Drew Martin. So let's see what we're dealing with here. I'm going to go get a look at these lineups, see if there's any spots that we want to take advantage of, and I've got to work quickly here. Here's the daily lineup for this Twinkie spot. For the Twins, Reyes, Polanco, Cruz, Rosario, Sano, Cave, Wade, Astudillo, and Castro. For the Tigers, Reyes, Lugo, Castro, Candelario, Stewart, Dixon, Demerit, Jake Rogers, and Will Castro. That's an ugly lineup, man. A ugly lineup. Stephen Chamberlain said, best look at MLB card the rest of the week is no look. Just focus on getting those units back to the NFL. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm about done with MLB as well. All right, here's a spot I am on. Brewers Reds full game under 8.5. I didn't want to take that 25-cent line move on the first 5, so I just took the full game. Here are the lineups for the Brew Crew: Grisham, Grandal, Moustakas, Hira, Braun, Thames, Kane, Arcia. For the Reds, Irvin, Votto, Suarez, Aquino, Barnhart, Iglesias, Dietrich, Peraza. So Suarez is in the lineup for the Reds. I got full game under 8.5 at -115, and I bet that. I got that line at Bet365, so I bet that as well. Let's see what you'd get right now if you were on the under. We're going through totals. If I wanted the under 8.5, wow, -113. -110 at 5 times. Wow. Interesting. So it's still 8 at Bookmaker, 8 at Heritage, but there hasn't been a huge move at these other books. Wow, I find that very interesting. Anything else? Is that Tigers lineup from AA? Yeah, it's an ugly lineup without doubt. Not Applicable says Drew will be live from his mama's basement. Drew's made the big move to Vegas, man. He's made the big move to Vegas, man. The only mamas in Vegas are prostitutas. Okay, let's keep rolling. Brewers, Reds, full game under 8.5. Let's move on to Phillies, Nationals, game 2. Nola versus Scherzer. And this total is at 8. There's been a 6-cent move towards the under. Let's see what the money line is here with this Scherzer and Nola start. And Scherzer and the Nats opened up at -164. They're now -208 after winning game 1 4-1. And Mally Mal, I told you, man, Joe Ross, those guys, they did the work for us. The brass did the work for us. Now, I was a little hesitant to take him just because he's coming off the IL, but as soon as he was stretched out, he's looked like a quality pitcher. A quality pitcher. Alex Ramirez on the Mets run line. And Stack-Wop says, what up, Jimmy? I hit that first 5 under. Nice to hear. DX Filer on Mets. Anthony L on Nats. First 5 run line. Backing Scherzer. Nola has not looked good. Nola 4-5 with a 4.02 ERA. 18 starts against Washington. 11 earned runs and 15 and 30 against Nationals this season. And he's not won since August 20th. Did not look good last out against Atlanta. 5 runs on 9 hits. Scherzer's not looked great, but he's always pitched well against these Phillies. So then we have Cubs, Pirates. I could not take the Cubs at the line that was offered to us, -188. Come on. They've lost 6 straight. I do expect them to win, but I'm not going to take them at this spot. Going up against Mitch Keller, who looked better last game. I do not want to take this Cubs team that's given up. That's 31-44 on the road at minus 180. It's just ludicrous. I took the Orioles plus 113. It was offered at minus 105 in my book, and I said, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to bet that. I need a plus line if I'm going to back these Orioles on the road. And when it was taken away from me, I didn't take it. I did beat this move, though. Best I could get right now, plus 103 at Bookmaker. I got it at plus 113. I got it here on the show to help my record. But I did not bet it at minus 105. Larry Savage on the Pirates money line. Jamal Stone says Philly's given up. Lay the run line as Harper sits. Let's take a look at that lineup. Speaking of which, thank you for mentioning that. Here's the game 2 lineup. No Harper. We have Hernandez, Morrison. Oh, Logan Morrison at first base. Morrison, Segura, Miller, Brad Miller batting cleanup. Kingery, Hazley, Franco, Knapp. That's an ugly lineup. A very, very ugly lineup, but I still am going to stay off. Melvin Batanza says, any Lamont or Taint plays of the day? Yes, I believe Lamont came in and give us the goods. Here we go. We have some leans from Matt Randall. Did Matt Randall give a Taint play today? Did I miss it? Because I've got his leans. Lizo says, Jimmy, give me one play to lay the hammer on my man. Okay, all right. I would still take this under 8.5. I would take this under 8.5 in Cincy. It was the only game I bet. Those are weak lineups. Hauser and Gray are both pitching well. Milwaukee's playing very well. Both bullpens are pitching well. There's no wind. There's my guy Viper MB in the house. But let me see if I give you another one at this point. And I thought I had a Lamont Williams. I think I do have a Lamont Williams play of the day. Here we go. Lamont Williams, parlay today. Cincinnati first 5 run line. Washington first 5 run line. And I'm not sure if that was game 1, to be honest with you, for his looks here. All right, we got 13 minutes till we're joined by Drew Martin. Let's keep rolling along here. Next spot is the Orioles. So we did that already. Next spot's Marlins, Mets, Alcantara, Syndergaard. We had Dom Ricci saying over in the early show. Let's see if that's moved in the over direction with this Mets. It hasn't. Wow. A 7-cent move to the under. But Dom was so adamant about the over. Wouldn't surprise me if it hits. But I'm not making a move. Does anybody know the Taint? Because when I was looking at what Matt Randall was saying on the morning show, I was just giving these. Kevin Garrett says, Jimmy, were you able to hedge that future with the Indians to win the Central? No, I didn't. I was such an ass. I had that one day where they were both minus 115, and I should have just put $500 on it. I talked about it. And Nasty Nate says, don't beg for Taint. You're right, Nasty Nate. No, I'm disgusted with myself, Kevin. It was just asshole capping, and now... very, very, very disappointing. I'm very upset about it. Nate Dogg says no Taint. Okay. So Marlins, Mets. Look, Dom Ricci's all over this over. He says Syndergaard wants out. Alcantara did not look good last start. Let's take a look at lineups, see if we go with our guy, Dom Ricci here. And what's Kevin saying? Said there was no Taint. Said he didn't feel that confident in anything yet and just had leans. Okay. Let's go with this lineup and see what we're dealing with. For the Marlins, Birdie, Rojas, Walker, Castro, Alfaro, Diaz, Ramirez, Dean. For the Mets, Nemo, McNeil, Alonso, Cano, Davis, Conforto, Rosario, Nido behind the plate. And that's what he wants behind the plate. Wow, he was adamant about this over. Ramos says if Mets go over, it's all Mets. Can't see how Marlins light up Noah. Larry Savage says, Marlins won 2 in a row. They are done winning. Now you're going to get the 8 at the plus line. Now you're going to get the 8 at plus 102. That's at Pinnacle and 5 dimes. Look, Dom Ricci was adamant about this over. Adamant. So I'm going to, 75 Fahrenheit clear, 11 miles per hour in. Let's see if that changed at all the wind on RotoWire. It's not in anymore. It's just 11 miles. But it doesn't say left or right. That's got to be in, doesn't it? GT Randy says Mets run line. Syndergaard lights out with any catcher other than Ramos. Yeah, we talked about that, GT. But he wasn't great in that last start against the Rockies. God, it concerns me. But 8, we can get to 8. And I'm going to do it. If Dom Ricci was so adamant about an over and it's at 8 and it's getting plus 102, it hasn't gone down to 7.5. I'm going to make a move on it. I'm scared, but I'm going to make a move. 8 at plus 102. Locked in. Locked in. All right, next up, we got the Yankees and the Rays. Sabathia is going to be the primary. Interesting. Sabathia the primary. and Brendan McKay, the primary. Let's see who we have starting this spot. Again, we have Montgomery and Chirinos starting this spot. Here are the lineups for the Yankees: LeMahieu, Judge, Torres, Stanton, Urshela, Gregorius, Maben, Romine, Wade. For the Rays, Pham, Meadows, Jesus Aguilar back in the line. Darno, Choi, Duffy, Wendell, Adames, and Kevin Kiermaier. Interesting. Let's see what we're getting market-wise in this spot. Yankees, Rays. Opened at 9.5 the total. Pinnacle's taking it down to 9. Let's go to money line, see what we're dealing with there in this spot. We are getting open Rays at -120. They're now at -114. Larry Savage says Tampa Bay is playing well. Take Tampa. I agree with that. Take Tampa look. Getting a nice number on them. The Rays need to win this game. Let's just see if we have to worry about these Yankees going for a number 1 overall. Are they that close to the Astros? They must be. Let's just see how important this is to them quickly. Going to standing. I think Sabathia gets touched. I really do. Not starting, coming in up, it's just getting him out of his regular routine. We have the Yankees at 102-55 and the Astros at 102-54. I mean, the Yankees got to win these games. They need to win these games. Mally Mal on the Bronx Bombers. Hey, Hilly says, just got my first scouting opportunity for a junior A hockey team in Canada, getting paid to watch hockey. Oh, that's great. Hey, Hilly, that's great news. Oh, man, so excited for you. What's the team? Please let us know what the team is, and congratulations, hey, Haley. That sounds great, man. You want something, you believe in it, and you get after it. I love it. Jay Scum took the over 9 in the Yankees game. I don't know if I have a big enough edge with the Rays here. YC Mike P in the house says, I don't see the Mets losing today. I agree, but it's just a spot with Cindy, who we're hearing from Dom that he wants out of New York, and you're getting a -300. 70-cent move towards the Mets is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Nate Dogg says CC comes out hard. There's Adam Miller's action. Whoa, Adam Miller not messing around today. Brewers, Reds under, Mets, Marlins over. Good, okay, nice. Twins run line, Nationals money line, Indians money line, A's money line, Orioles money line, Braves money line, Cardinals money line, Dodgers money line. That's a copy and paster. Hey, Hilly, what's the team, man? What's the team? I love junior hockey in Canada. Absolutely love it. God, I miss those ice rinks very, very much. Okay. Mets desperate here, says Keith Sadler. GT Randy over 9.5 in KC Atlanta. I kind of like that look as well. Okay, I'm not going to make a move on the Rays. The Yankees have a lot to play for here. So do the Rays. But I don't think there's a huge advantage. I'm on Indians first, 5 -1/2 at -160. Let's see if I got that right now, what I'd be dealing with going to point spreads here on the Cleveland Indians. Wow. -200, -210. Well, it's because there was a pitching change. Oh, so Hector Santiago's so I lose it. I lose that bet. Unbelievable. All right, I lost that bet. That bet goes away. Man, that's annoying. All right. Oh, I know that's going to cost me a unit. Thank you, Ray, my guy. Ray 504 kid in the house. All right, I lose that. I don't get that bet. I mean, I don't lose it, but oh, that's great news, Haley. I'm just so happy to hear that. Wow, that's very irritating. Very irritating. All right. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. Red Sox, Rangers, Rodriguez, Volquez. We already know Red Girl liking the Red Sox early. Them -0.5's -150. I don't know if I want to trust this Red Sox team at all. Also, Jose Ramirez in the lineup for the Cleveland Indians. In this Red Sox spot, Betts, Devers, Bogarts, Martinez, Moreland, Benintendi, Vasquez, Bradley Jr., Hernandez. For the Rangers, DeShields, Andrews, Calhoun, Solak, Santana, Odor, Heineman, Trevino, and Kiner Falefa behind the plate. Fort Francis Lakers. Oh, hey, Hilly. God, that's wonderful news. I will study up on the Fort Francis Lakers. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. There we go. Gonna copy and paste that. Congratulations, A. Hilly, getting to do what you love. DX5 says probably still take the Indians. Jay Money says Rangers lineup is terrible today. It is terrible. It is terrible. But I mean, how do you get value off of these? off of these Red Sox. Let's see what you get on the full game run line. Even that's minus 145, minus 150. Yeah, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to take huge favorites on this card in September. It's just not a move I want to make. So let's move on. I'm also on the Royals first 5 at plus 148. Let's see what we get there right now. If you want to jump on the Kansas City Royals first 5. And who dat? Awesome had to count us out against Seattle. You guys, the Saints showed a lot of heart, and we're great. Absolutely good. Adam Miller says, lean Red Sox, but just can't trust them with my money right now. Silver Malco says, Red Sox line up much better. Yeah, I get it, but I mean, what do I have to put it on the -2 line to get value? I'm just not going to be sitting here making those moves. If I wanted the Royals right now on the first 5 after getting plus 148 on the morning show, I'd be getting plus 140 on the late show. So, and this, I didn't bet. It was down to plus 135 in my book. And I was like, man, we watched Ant get it at plus 160 and I want a plus spot here. So it's plus 148. Let's see what Bet365 is hanging right now. If I wanted this first 5, go to baseball. Here we go. Baseball and 5 innings. If I wanted the Royals right now, it's at plus 135. It's just not enough. It's just no. Hey, Haley, that's great news, man. It's so exciting and richly deserved, and get to do what you love and be in ice rinks and watch hockey, and just puts a big smile on my face. All right, Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Flaherty leak. We talked about the Cardinals backing them again. This is another spot where they're huge favorites. If you want them first 5 on, there's Jerry Beatty in the house. Larry Savage says, why are the Royals getting so much love on Twitter? They're getting so much love on Twitter because you have a Braves team that does not need to win. You have a Braves team without Freddie Freeman in the lineup, Acuna, Albies, Donaldson, Markakis, Duvall, Riley, Cervelli, McCann, Swanson. You have Danny Duffy, 12 straight scoreless innings, Merrifield, Soler, Dozier, Gordon, McBroom, O'Hearn, Starling, Valoria, and Lopez. It's just a value spot, and I agree with it, but I did not bet it at plus 135. Omar J. Legend says, do that -2 line. Red Sox, do it, says Omar J. Legend. Kobe asking who's on Ace's money line. I wish I was, but it's scary, Kobe, when you have guys like Ski Profit, guys like Jay Money on the other side. I mean, it's scary. It's scary. Cardinals, if you want the Cardinals, first 5 -0.5 because Flaherty's pitching so well, it's -140, -138. I get that, but it's not impossible for Leak to have a nice start, so I'm not making a move on this game. Then we have Rockies, Giants, Hoffman, Bumgarner. I wish Nutflush was here. Let us know how he's handling this spot. Full game, money lines, and totals. Let's see what we'd be dealing with if we backed either the Giants or the Rockies. I expect Hoffman to have an okay start. This total opened up at 7.5, shot up to 8.5. Bumgarner opened at -169. He's now -182. I bet you Bumgarner steps up. But seeing this total go from 7.5 to 8.5, seeing Bumgarner go to 200 innings for the first time in a while makes me not want to make a move. And I don't want a ton of action here. Then we have Aces, Angels. Do you want Homer Bailey as a giant favorite? Open to -200, now -213. I mean, I get why you take the A's, but I just don't want to sit here in September with these -200, -250 players. Mally Mal making good points. Said Ned Yoster retiring, Rose are likely to win some games. Larry Savage says, I like Giants to win the series. Jimmy, so do I. Then we have this Dodgers-Padres spot. Hill versus Bolanos. I expect Bolanos to get touched. Let's take a look at what the team total is here. If we take these Dodgers on the team total, 5.5 at plus 100. I expect Bolanos to get touched, but it is San Diego. What's the weather and the wind like? 5 miles per hour to right. I expect Bolanos to get touched. There's Maxwell Smart in the house. Chicken waffles should never have spicy sauce on the waffle. You're right, of course. Max, it goes without saying. But you and I, we eat chicken waffles all the time. Of course, it shouldn't be spicy. It's got to be sweet. Jerry Beatty says, any thoughts on the Oakland over? Let's see what we're dealing with on the Oakland over. Opened at 9.5, juice to the under. It's been a 7-cent move towards the over. I'd be a little concerned that the A's touch Peters. They smash lefties. And then we have the Astros Mariners. And this is a spot where I have legitimate interest. We'll ask Drew Martin about it. I have legitimate interest on the Mariners plus 2.5. Let's see if this team total has changed. This team total was 2.5. 2.5 at, what was it, at -120. It hasn't moved. You know what? Maybe I should refresh this. This is my session. Okay, my session expired. Heritage Sports here. I'm going to log in and see what I'm dealing with. Log in. see what we're dealing with that 2.5. Both those looks are very interesting. Mariners plus 2.5 is at plus 125. You're getting a plus line. And the Mariners to get you to 3 runs. 3 runs in this spot. All right, let's see what we're getting here right now. If that team total changed. And we will see. Here we go. Astros team total Mariners. Wow, it's gone down to minus 110. All right, I will ask our Drew Martin about that. Let's see what we're getting in this spot here. I'm going to bet 365. I'd like to see what the Mariners at plus 225 would give us. Alternative run line plus 2.5 is plus 130. Man. Jamel writes his Oakland wins big. Baylor's been money this year. Weak Angels lineup. I feel that, Jamel, but I just don't want to sit here with a bunch of favorites. I'd rather be focusing my attention to the gridiron. Let's bring in our guy, Drew Martin, into the show, joining us every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Drew Martin, how are you doing, my man? Coming to us straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Drew, how are you doing on this Tuesday afternoon?
Jimmy, I'm doing good, man. Nice weather here in Las Vegas. It's always good to be on with you and the low baggers in the chat. Feeling a lot better than yesterday, off of a down weekend overall. But you know what? Bounce back time in Las Vegas, nice and sunny. Going to find some winners with you. And shout out to Maxwell Smart. I heard you give him a shout out. The chicken tenders, the waffles. Always a good guy. Can't wait to get on with him talking college basketball. Not too long, man.
Not too long. I'm very excited about it, too. I really think we can eat those first few weeks. Red Girl says if you can get the Cole strikeouts over, take it for Garrett Cole. And we've seen that working. That's been working for a long time. We started talking about that heavy when we were in Miami. It's at 10.5, though. God, you got to get 11 strikeouts. And that's plus 110 if you take the over strikeouts. Rambo says, ask Drew about the total with his beloved Marlins. Tom Ricci's adamant that Noah Syndergaard wants out. He's also adamant that the over is in play here at 8 at plus money, and I jumped on it. What do you think of the over in Marlins Mets?
I'm with you. I've seen something wrong here with Syndergaard. I agree with Don Ricci. Something is definitely up with him. I didn't realize that it was he wanted out and he wasn't performing because of that. But I mean, just look at the numbers, Jimmy. In his last 3 starts, he's only going 5 innings. He's not made it into the 6th inning, and he's given up 4 earned runs in each of those starts. Plus the bullpens. I mean, the Mets bullpen last 30 days, look at those numbers, over a 5 ERA. I'm not talking you off the over at all. We saw personally what this Marlins lineup can do. Not a very good lineup overall, but they can explode against subpar pitching. I've actually looked at this game and put a small bet here at the end of MLB season on the Marlins as well. And of course, I am a Marlins fan, grew up down there. I kind of always been pushed towards their side, so to speak. But at plus 240, given all the stuff we just talked about with the Mets pitching, Syndergaard, their bullpen, and we get Alcantara on the hill, his last 22 innings, only 5 earned runs given up, 17-4 K to walk ratio. So at plus 240 here on the fish, I took a shot on him.
Yeah, why not? It's the right time of year to be taking these big dogs. And with Syndergaard, now he's going to have Nito behind the plate, which should help him. It should help him. He had a big, he does not want Ramos behind the plate. It also gives us a chance for Ramos to pinch hit in a high leverage situation, which could help. Flick My Bick says, no way Marlins win 2 in a row, and he's on the over 8. Larry Savage says, you're late with the Marlins because they won yesterday. I like that Drew's going after it. Drew, what is a move? I need to talk to you about this Astros-Mariners spot, but what is your look on today's MLB card? What are you making moves on other than that Marlins spot?
Yeah, I got the Marlins plus 240, and also, this Atlantic Kansas City Royals game. Actually, like in the under here, we got Tehran versus Duffy. Duffy coming from the left side. His last 3 starts, only given up 2 earned runs. He's in fine form towards the end of the season here. And Tehran, outside of the Philadelphia Phillies lineup, he's actually pitched pretty well of late. So you just take their lineup out, and of course, seeing NL East pitching a lot, and they've seen Tehran over the years a lot. So, the fastball changeup guys, I don't see them working as well in division, but him going not only out of division into the American League against the lineup that doesn't see him too much, I see him having a good start as well. So I got on the first 5 innings under 5.5. Not sure, I didn't check it right before we got on, but this morning there was a couple 5.5s out there. So I took the under 5.5, first five, Atlanta Braves, Kansas Royals.
That means that you are rolling with our very own Parlay Poppy. He gave that out in the morning show. Yeah, there are 5.5 still, and that's what scared me about it. It all made sense to me, but I got scared. I got scared when it moved from 5 to 5.5, and that's the only reason why I'm not on it with you. I don't want to go up against the market move right now. Rod's Wacky liking that under. A lot of people liking that under. Eric Oblivion saying, are you guys on Detroit and Twins over 9.5? I'm not. I mean, I could see that cashing, Eric. I'm not on it. I think Turnbull can be better at home. He's not showing that, obviously. And in Odorizzi's looked okay. And so right now that Detroit over, where is it? Is it, what the hell? Why don't I see it here? The Detroit mini over, oh, there it is. Down to 9. And that market move from 9.5 to 9 makes me uncomfortable. Bleds W says, Jim, can you ask Drew if he likes the over 9 in the Dodgers game? That is the Dodgers-Padres. The Padres do hit lefties well, 253, 772 OPS. Let's take a look at those lineups in the Dodgers game quickly here. We don't have them. Let me see if I can refresh this and get the Dodgers lineup, and I can. For the Dodgers, Peterson, Muncy, Turner, Bellinger, Seager, Pollock, Lux, Smith. It's a good-looking lineup. For the Padres, Margot, Martini, Machado, Hosmer, Renfroe, Mayas, Breen, Torrens, Urias. What do you think of that over in San Diego, Drew?
I mean, you speak to the fact that the Padres have hit lefties pretty good. That's always a thing you want in your back pocket when betting overs. However, it is in Petco Park, West Coast, not as hot as it used to be as we get towards the end of September here. All things that kind of make me pump the brakes on betting overs. But, the Dodgers lineup, it's a top lineup in MLB, and we got the Padres lineup that against lefties has hit well. I'm not necessarily running to the window to bet the under. It's a game I haven't bet, but hey, if you got to look on this, towards the end of baseball here, Jimmy, it's not necessarily a bad time to be betting overs in games. We talk about loose atmosphere. The Padres, their season, what do they have to play for? So, guys up there trying to manufacture runs, getting a look for next year. I don't necessarily not to be betting overs at this time here, coming to the close of MLB season. So if you found something here, a trend you like, I would run with it on the over.
I like it. Larry Savage says tough to bet overs in Petco. Rich G says Dodgers might.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Dodgers don't have anything to play for. Might be complacent. But I think they get to Bolanos. Bolanos throws 100. If you touch him, it goes. I mean, it just goes. And he's been getting touched. He's walking people. Now he has to face the Dodgers. Adam Miller says, I wouldn't touch the Dodgers over. Guru says, I take Dodgers run line before the over. I could see Rich Hill looking nice tonight. Mally Mouse says, Dodgers still playing for home field. They are. Let's take a look at exactly what we're going to be dealing with if we make a move on Rich Hill. He coming back from the IL. He's starting to get stronger, starting to feel better about himself. Let's just see what we're dealing with. I want to look at a couple things, actually. First off, okay, we'll go to Garrett Cole after. I want to talk to you about that Astros spot, and I know you got more action to give us, and I don't mean to keep you here for too long. Let's see Rich Hill quickly and what he's been doing. He is dangerous. There's no doubt about that. He can be very good, but he's not. Look at his last 2 starts, or weren't even starts. He went 2/3 of an inning, went 1 inning. He is not. So he came back and went 2/3 of an inning. So this is his first start since coming off the IL. I mean, the guy's got he's just getting no continuity in how he handles himself. This guy hasn't had a full start since June. I don't know. I think this over is Will do Dom Ricci, my guy. Dom, I went on the over with you. There's Vincent Mackwell in the house. Love seeing Vincent join us. I think this over is in play. Eric said, great fun last night on the live KCast with you and the guys. Thank you, Eric, my man. I enjoyed it very, very much. Guru saying pitching for his right to get starts in the playoffs. Yeah, but I even think that next start's going to be more important. I'm in. Yeah, Guru saying they're supposedly letting him go 4 innings. Look, I'm in. I'm going to make a move. We've seen the market move go to the over. Bleds W, I hope this puts cash in my pocket because I'm going to jump with you on it. Being a 14-cent move to the over. I'm getting over 9 at minus 110. Over 9 at 110. That's at Heritage, 5 Dimes, and Pinnacle. Over 9 at minus 110. I think Bolanos gets touched. And if Rich Hill, Don Ricci saying windy also at City. Yeah, Don Ricci, I got the wind coming in. I'd love to hear what you think about this spot. There's Ski Profit in the house. Perfect timing because we're going to be talking about WNBA shortly. Okay, Drew, I need to talk to you about this spot with the Mariners. Team total over 2.5 at minus 110. What's your first feeling about that against Garrett Cole?
Jimmy, sorry, lost you a little bit, but I heard you say Garrett Cole there at the end. Houston versus Seattle. Huge move here from minus 380 up to minus 450 with a total of 9. And just looking at Garrett Cole's stats here, I mean, he faced Seattle 3 starts ago and went 8 innings, only 1 earned there, just a solo shot. So really dominated the opposing lineup. So from a side perspective, I mean, it's just kind of pricing me out. Obviously looking towards the Houston side, but at minus 400, it just, I'm not really interested in laying that. So looking at a total, it's just done versus Houston lineup, a total of 9 in Seattle. Like betting unders, they're in Seattle, West Coast, at nighttime, late night start here. It makes me look towards the under. I think Cole has his success. It's just finding ways to bet on Houston at this price point, Jimmy. It gets difficult, man, with a team with something to play for versus a team, not so much to play for at the same time. I would lean under here, but it's a game I haven't bet as of right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm just I'm not hitting at a high ROI right now in MLB. It's the end of the season. Although I do find them quite interesting. I will run with my guy Bleds W on that over. Don Reed says if it was at 9, I wouldn't be so confident on that over in the Mets game at 8. We have Jimmy Gomez here. This is Jimmy Gomez card. A spread, Jays, and the over. He's on the Marlins with you, Jimmy Gomez. And Jimmy Gomez has been destroying. So having Jimmy on your side is a very good sign. He's on the Royals under and thinks the White Sox are a live dog as well. Let's see what Rod Zawacki's on. He's going a $50 parlay to cash out $1,100. Let me copy and paste this as well. Here we go. Copy and paste. Royals money line, Twins over 9.5, Cards under 9, Aces money line, $50 plays out 1,100. I like it. Okay. My guy Drew, you do have a look in NFL, but I want to talk NCAA football. Or what would you like to prefer? What would you like to give us, your NFL look or your NCAA football look?
Let's go football. We can wait till Friday for my NFL. But I spend a lot more time in college football, so if it's all right, just I'd like to hit that if that's cool, Jimmy.
I do, and I had a lot of fun today with Teddy Covers going over your action. So I had your action as I always take feverish notes while I'm doing the show, and I had a lot of fun wanting to hear what he thought of your card. Let me get to it right now. Where's Drew Martin's card? Okay, so he liked best your look on Louisiana Lafayette, ULL. He liked that look quite a bit that you're on. He also sort of liked your Accra on UMass over. He said it was the only way to look. But those were the 2 spots of your Memphis Cal under 41. He understands the look on the under 41. It's a tricky number. It's so low. Air Force minus 19. He did not want to jump on, and he's not sure about UCF either. What do you think about him liking your ULL best of all?
I've known Teddy Covers for 5 years now, and I think he just likes to say the words "Lala." I mean, he says it all the time, and Lafayette's been good to him, so it doesn't surprise me that he likes the Louisiana Lafayette pick. And now I don't know what he's going to do going forward, Jimmy, because they're starting to label themselves as the University of Louisiana. So he's going to have to start dropping that Lala. But no, I'm glad he likes it, man, because they're a team that sees the option over and over, and they're a really talented team. I think they're underrated this year in the Sun Belt. I think they got a real shot to, App State's obviously the favorite, but outside of App State, I think they have as good a shot as anybody to win the Sun Belt.
Man, I like it. It's a look I think I'm going to make a move on. I think I'm going to back your ULL look. All right, I've got your Monday looks. What is your Tuesday look in NCAA football? Drew Martin, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I added one more bet here. Also a look at a couple more. The USC-Washington game, Pac-12 game, 3:30 on Fox, talking 3:30 Eastern there. USC, a team, I lost on the Trojans against Utah, and I'm sure a lot of guys out there, all the low baggers out there watching that game. It was a Friday night lights game, and kind of handicapping the handicap, Jimmy. I don't think it was necessarily the wrong side betting the Utah Utes. I think if, they play 10 times in the Coliseum, I'm not confident that USC wins 5 or more. I would actually think Utah would win more. Moss went down. Their defense, I'll give them a nod there. Their defensive line was a lot better than I thought it was, but using the information found there and using it forward towards this weekend, we got USC traveling up to Washington. Couple notes here. It's getting a little chilly up there in the Northeast. Just keep that in mind. Excuse me, on the Northwest. Keep that in mind when handicapping these games. It's what's projected to be about 50 degrees. So you're getting Southern California kids up there. Not a big difference in that. Just wanted to throw it out there. And a couple things to note here. USC has an extra day to prepare. I think that will help their defense having played on Friday night. Also the fact, Washington, their defense is very good. I'm not going to say it's better than Utah's, but USC benefited from a lot of 50-50 balls, just throwing it up kind of. Pittman had, over 200 yards passing. So instead of trying to handicap what side-wise is the smarter bet here at, 10, 9.5, 59 the total, I'm looking to bet this, Jimmy, from a totals perspective. Really because USC's defense looked good. Also the fact when you start talking about pace of play, both of these two teams coming into this matchup, sub 70 plays per game, 68 and 70 together respectively. So there's just not a lot of plays being ran. I see this clock winding a lot. I see both defenses, the superior units, and the defensive lines getting after it. I think both quarterbacks are going to struggle here. Neither one of the quarterbacks with great mobility to get out of the trouble that the opposing defensive lines are going to cause. So I think both teams kind of keep it on the ground as well. I think this total of 59, as high as 59.5 right now, is just too high. I don't see these two teams making it into the 60s. So I personally bet the under USC versus Washington.
The under in USC Washington. Oh, that's a very interesting look. I can't wait to talk about that throughout the week. Let me grab it right now. The under in USC Washington opened at 59 and it's stuck there. We have seen Heritage move to 59.5 with Bet365 and UWager, but there it is. Under. And did you get it at 59.5 or did you get it at 59?
I got it at 59.5. A Heritage account, not to say too much, but yeah, 59.5 towards the under.
Under 59.5 USC Washington. Wow. I like it. I'd love to hear what other people have to say about that spot. Mama Jonas is Washington -10, one of my best bets this week. Washington -10, one of my best bets. Wow, I'm going to have to copy and paste. That says Easton, looks awesome. All right, copy and paste that. There we go. Thank you for sharing that, Mohammed Joma. Okay, we are rolling. We are rolling. And do you have any other looks to add on before we see you again on Friday?
Yeah, okay, this Virginia Notre Dame game, just wanted to bring it up. I haven't bet it yet just because I want to go back and rewatch the Virginia side of things on their offense. But just looking at this total, Jimmy, seeing it still a 50 out there, opened 50.5, Bet Online still showing 50, the rest of the marketplace at 49 or 49.5. I'm agreeing with this move towards the under, and especially team totals. I don't see this Virginia team scoring very much. I mean, Bronco Mendenhall, love what he's doing there at UVA, but still going on the road against this Notre Dame Fighting Irish defense. You can say whatever you want with them. A lot of people out there hate Notre Dame. That defense came to play against Georgia, and I think they're the real deal. I would use that information going forward. And Virginia is not a team that's going to go up tempo. They're not a team that's going to necessarily make big plays. Yeah, their quarterback is kind of a dual threat guy, very good, but not necessarily like next level athlete that can make it happen with his feet. So I look towards Virginia team totals staying under. I think they're going to have a pretty rough time against that Notre Dame defense on the road in South Bend. So it's a game I haven't bet yet, but in terms of team totals, I'm liking the Virginia team total under.
Virginia team total under. We've had a lot of talk about backing Virginia here, and it's a move that I almost made, but I just see Notre Dame taking money, and that's perfect. That's perfect. It's moved a full point from yesterday to today at 12.5. If you had a free play on the side, so you're a Virginia, what did you get Virginia team total under, or has it come out yet?
No, I haven't bet it. That's just a look that, breaking down from my notes and what I've taken in the past, bringing it into this upcoming week. It's just something where I see, matchup wise. When we start talking college football, stats do matter, but it's the sport more so than other sports, where if you watch with your eyes, you understand the game and the game film, you can kind of, I feel like, win at a higher percentage that way, especially coming in towards the middle of the season when the odds makers are behind. That's what's pointing me there. I haven't bet it yet just because I haven't found a team total yet. I'm not a huge team total bettor, so I don't like understand the market in terms of who opens the team total markets, with Circa, Bet Online opening the totals markets, but not necessarily the team totals markets. So I haven't seen it out there. It's just from a matchup standpoint. Look, and I agree with what you're saying. A lot of people like in the Virginia side, circle them as a bet on team. But in this particular matchup on Saturday in South Bend, I think they're going to be really up against it offensively.
Interesting. So if you had a free play on the side, are you leaning towards the Irish?
Probably, yeah, man. I mean, I hate laying doubles against a Virginia team that I have circled as bet on as well. But I think this Notre Dame team really impressed, man. And in terms of quarterback, it's going to be the first time, Virginia's played a team where, the quarterback, who has the better quarterback, I think you could kind of, flip a coin, maybe even give it to the Irish with Ian Book. Plus the Irish, I feel, have a better defensive line and a better defense overall. So, yeah, I would look to lay, 12.5 now with the Irish.
Very interesting. And I know you got to bounce. I've loved having you on. Thank you so much for joining us. But can we get a sneak peek at what you're thinking for NFL this side? I know we'll talk about it again Friday, but can we get a sneak peek?
Yeah, absolutely. Oakland, Indianapolis was really looking towards the over here, a trend that I think it's what winless teams on the back-to-back road trips. The over is like 14-0, something I was talking with Ralph Michaels about it. And it's just a trend that I really see happening because their defense is really struggling going up against Indianapolis. With Luck being out, obviously, they're still a solid team top to bottom. So I was looking towards the over there. I'll have the full trend for you on the Friday show. Also, full college football card on Friday as well. So feeling really good about this week in college football, Jimmy. Always fun, man. So best of luck to you too, man. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's absolutely our pleasure, Drew. Can you let everybody know where they can find you on Twitter and tell us a little bit about the big closing line show on Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely. At Drew Martin Bets on Twitter. Feel free to reach out anytime. And closing line show. Yeah, absolutely. Me, Ian Cameron, Big Ragu, DJ Big Boss breaking down the card for the last hour before kickoff, 11 a.m. Eastern time each and every Saturday on the SBR YouTube channel. So come and join us. It's always a lot of fun. We got best bets, jam-packed show into kickoff, giving out a lot of information and a lot of bets on that show. Closing line, 11 a.m. Eastern. Outside of Jimmy's Bag here, Jimmy the Bag's show here, it's probably in my opinion, the best show outside of yours, Jimmy, on the channel, man.
You are a good man, and you can talk about my bag anytime that you want, Drew Martin. You're that good of a friend. You are that good of a friend. There he is, Drew Martin in the house. Oh, Derek Sutton coming in says, be careful with that Louisiana left by Itkin. Guy I work with said Georgia Southern starting quarterback is coming back this week, and they will be strong at home. Derek Sutton, I love it, man. Most valuable commenter. Derek Sutton coming out of the shadows to give us the goods. That is a copy and paster for me. I will bring that up to Teddy tomorrow. Derek Sutton, thank you for your teamwork and your help. I love it. Copied and pasted. Consider it done. Consider it done. Okay, Alex Ramirez on the Mets run line as the play of the day. Okay, now it is time to talk WNBA. We have a big game for the opportunity to play the Connecticut Sun if the Mystics take care of business. Look, I would already be on the Aces. It's that simple to me. I would be on the Aces right now. I would take them on the money line for a score. I would take them on the spread as well. But if you think you're going to hit over 54% going up against Ski Profit and J Money, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I am not making that move. Let me move over and see what we're talking about. See if there's been much movement here. Going to WNBA here at sportsbookreview.com, SBR odds page. SBR odds page, and looking at all these books. Man, remember also, hit the link for our best sports book page here at Sportsbook Review, our best sports book page so you can get those books that are A and A plus rated. We have the bonuses. We have all the information there. Get with the books that you can trust and that you can believe in. And Mystics taking money. Wow. Bookmaker has moved to 5.5. Heritage has moved to 5. And yet this total has not moved all day. Actually, Bookmaker just moved it down to 179.5. Wow. Red Girl on Mystics and the under. Larry Savage says, hope everyone wins their bets. Peace. Much love to you, Larry Savage. Triple K Marine says, Aces are a big letdown. Got problems. Triple K Marine coming off a 6-0 week in the Pick 6 contest. Shout out to Triple K Marine. Respect. Ski Prof says, if you like the Aces, you like the under. If you like the Mystics, you like the over. Jace Gum says, I want to take the Aces, Jimmy, but everyone is on the Mystics tonight. Yeah, I don't need to make a move here. I don't need to make a move. My record is not bad. Can you pop up the WNBA record? It's at least a plus unit situation, which I can't say the same in NFL and MLB. I really want to make a move here, but I'm not going to. Comic Ricky liking the Terps. Thank you for letting us know. Rod Zawacki on Aces in the under. Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. Larry Savage says Snoop Dogg looks like a retired WNBA player. That's a good call. That's a good call, Larry Savage. Snoop Dogg does look like a retired WNBA player. Melee Palace way on the Aces in the under. And Triple K Marine. Beautiful work, Triple K Marine. 6-0. My guy, Triple K Marine. Simply put, I'm just not going to go up against these guys. So, and I don't care if the Aces pull it out. I'm just not going to do that. Ski Prop says, I don't see Washington players taking foot off the gas, playing less minutes like Game 3, lean over. Yeah, and there's Suchi out of class. Suchi, my man, says, what's the move? I'll go over. I'll repeat my action. I've added quite a few plays, actually, in MLB. I've added a couple plays in NFL. I am not going to make a move here. I have no reason to. If even one of Ski or Jay were on this Aces, I would go with them. I think the Mystics win this in Game 5. I don't think they win this in Game 4. And I like the way Cambridge and Asia Wilson have fought back. But I'm not going to make a move. I'm Gio Mercedes, it says, Jimmy, is Anthony really up 300 units in 8 months? It's not Anthony, it's the whole team there at Sportsgig. It's all of them combined with their live plays. And they've done some big work in live plays, not just Anthony alone. But yeah, as far as I know, it's all good there. They've been eating. Darwin said it's a whole keg, not just handheld. Yeah, that's true. All right, so I'm not making a move on this Mystics Aces game. Too bad. Because the money line on the Aces right now, plus 168. Also, I could get a plus 5.5 at Bookmaker. I mean, that's very appealing to me, man. SBR Forum saying, join the Pick 6 contest. Yes, $1,600 a week we are handing out. Plus big prizes at the half and big prizes at the end of the contest, at the end of the regular season. I will throw up the link right now. Our guy, Triple K Marine, 6-0. Oh, and A. Hilly, our guy A. Hilly, who just got the job now as a scout in Junior A in Canada. A. Hilly goes 6-0 as well. And look at KC Fan. Look at that. We have three of our guys there, third, fourth, and fifth. Three of our guys there in the top 6 getting paid out. I love seeing that. Here is the link to the $50,000 Pick 6 contest. Get in it. Get in it. All right, here we go. Copy and paste. All right, there it is. And Triple K says, feeling it. Love it. Al Mack won 650 free play on SBR. Pick 6 going 5-0-1 this weekend in Pick 6. Man, I wish you got to that 6-0, but Al Mack, you're killing it. You're right in line. Right in line to get to get some overall prizes. Great job. Great job. Bubberito now says, I'm liking the Stars over the Blues tonight. Al Mack top 25 this week, 130th in contest. Great job, Al Mack. Great job. Okay, so let's go over the action one more time that I am on. And I added the over 53.5 in the Chiefs-Lions game, the under 44.5 in the Chargers-Dolphins game. SBR Forum saying, who is the hottest Pick 6 girl? We could talk about that quickly because we've had a different winner each week of the Pick 6 live show, which takes place tomorrow night. We're pushing it back an hour, by the way. The Pick 6 live show will be at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, not 7 p.m. Eastern. We're pushing it back an hour for our guys. Our guys out west. We need our guys out west. Rafa, do you have the images of our women? And there they are. There they are right there. Those are them. So we had the week 1 winner was the Packers. Week 2 winner, the Raiders. Week 3 winner, the Chiefs. All up for grabs. All up for grabs right now. Okay, this is my action. This is my action. All right, here we go. I am on the full game under 8.5 in Brewers Reds. I am on the Orioles at plus 113, but I did not bet it at minus 105. I need a plus line to back these guys. I am on the, and Caleb Sherla says, Packers, how could she not be? Yeah, she's pretty nice. Not applicable like in the Eagles. Same with Al Mack. I hope the Eagles girl wins next week, man, because she's great. She was really cool. I'm on the over 8 at plus 102 in Marlins Mets. Hey, you rocking? Says Packers, babe. All right. I am also on the Royals first 5 at plus 148, but I didn't bet it at plus 135. I did not want to take 25 cents worse than what Aunt L got it at. Simple as that. I just don't want that. Eric Oblivion says, Rafa is king, always grinding. Shout out to my guy Rafa on the 1s and 2s, man. Doing great, great work. Beloved member of our team here. And then I am on the over 9 at minus 110 in Dodgers Padres. That's my MLB card. And I've yet to make a move on NCAA football, but I'm very close to making it. Very, very, very close to making it. And that is our show for today. I've copied and pasted many other moves that the Cappers are on. And Kevin Pine says the Eagles are a lock solely because the girl. I like that look, Kevin Pine. And I hope she wins tomorrow night. Please join us. Myself with the boss and the sauce, 8 p.m. Eastern. Going to have some drinks and break down this NFL and NCAA football card. Farshad Asami coming in late. And says, I hope they ain't talking about the Phillies. They get smashed again Thursday, says Prince of the City. Prince of the City tried to get me off of my futures and was unable to. And I wish I had listened to him now at this point. And then our guy, Melee Payless Way, says, where's Juan Ma? Juan Ma is now an egg farmer. He's now an egg farmer. Doing great. Happy in life. And he has a beautiful family. And we love Juan Ma very much. And that's what he's doing. Caleb Sherla says, take my Titans against the Falcons. You know, I get that. I get that move. I truly get that move. That is what's up. Don Coleon says, Mystics Cash. I'm off of it. I'm off of it. I wanted to take the Aces, but I got talked off of it. Now, instead of going right to the cow milking, I'm going to do it myself right here. Let's have a big night. Let's come back tomorrow in the black. I need it desperately. I need to end this month strong. Leche, hey, los bookmakers!